Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Blaze Black 2. Last time, as you would probably expect, we spent even more time going back to catch Pokemon in areas that we had since passed. But we went back to and caught all the Pokemon we could find there. Except for one in this case. Now, I might as well explain this since I was under the impression that we would have this Pokemon already. I might as well tell you guys what that Pokemon actually is. The Pokemon that I was attempting to locate in the basement of the Relic Castle is Larvesta. The document provided with the hack says that Larvesta has an encounter rate of 4% on the B1 floor of the Relic Castle. Over 40 minutes of searching, and I referenced this in editing, it was in fact 40 minutes of searching, I never saw it. So, I highly doubt that 4% figure is accurate. If it's there, it's 1%, maybe 2%. I knew something was up because the percentages on the document for that area don't actually add up to 100%. So, if anyone has seen a Larvesta in the basement of the Relic Castle, please let me know so all my searching wasn't in vain, because I am legitimately curious. But anyway, this episode we are going to be checking out Route 5, but since we are here, I might as well... well, on the off chance that this has something we need, let's check in the Shaking Grass. Nope, it in fact is an Audino. But anyway, here on Route 5, there are 9 Pokemon that we may find in the normal grass, and I never healed. I should probably run back and do that. There are 9 Pokemon we can find in normal grass, 1 in Shaking Grass, and 5 in the Doubles Grass. So these are all the Pokemon we're going to be going after this episode. Oh, there's an item. Hyper Potion. Wow, that's really quite good, actually, for this point in the game. So yes, 9 Pokemon to be searched for in the Normals Grass, which is what I'm going to be going after first, and then 1 Pokemon in the Shaking Grass, which hopefully I'll encounter before having to waste time running around trying to find it. Maybe I'll just find it naturally. But anyway, I'm going to head off and heal, and then I will come back here and start searching for Pokemon. Aha! Here's a Pokemon we need. Although, to be fair, I'm pretty sure we've only caught like 1 or 2 Pokemon on this route anyway. So starting out here, pretty much everything we're going to run into is going to be something we need. But anyway, this is Solosis, a very interesting psychic type. One thing I'd like to mention about Solosis is I'm not sure if it's hidden ability, but a possible ability for this thing is Magic Guard, which is an ability people very much like to couple with the Life Orb, because you can get the power boost from Life Orb, but Magic Guard will prevent the recoil that Life Orb deals, which is a very interesting strategy. So let's see if we can catch this thing. There you go, and very next throw we caught it. Very nice. Add its data to the Pokédex. Because their bodies are enveloped in a special liquid, they are fine in any environment, no matter how severe. Part of me wants to see how far we can push that hypothesis, but I'm pretty sure that falls under the category of animal cruelty. Aha, Natu! Unfortunately, while searching for this thing, there was a Shaking Grass patch that I was actually going for, but I encountered Natu first, which I guess isn't bad, but I very much like to find our Shaking Grass Pokemon before too terribly long. Alright, so let's try and catch Natu here. Probably one of the more interesting Generation 2 Pokemon. I like the Totem Pole theme. Very random, but very cool. There we go, caught Natu. Wasn't too much trouble, although I'm surprised it took more than 4 throws. Anyhow, it picks food from cactus plants, deftly avoiding buds and spines. It seems to skip about to move. Cactus plants makes me wonder why they didn't put this thing back in the desert when we were over there. Oh well, you gotta leave some Pokemon for Route 5. Aha, here's another Pokemon we need. This is Gothita. Exact same encounter rate as Solosis, but between encountering our first Solosis and now, I saw 2 more, so I feel like the game kinda likes to cheat you on the encounter rates a little bit. Anyway, let's see if we can catch this very bizarre looking psychic type Pokemon at some point. The critical capture pulls through. Gotcha. Gothita was caught. Even more data for our trusty Pokedex. It stares intently at everything. It can become so obsessed with watching that it doesn't notice attacks. That's a little creepy. I would not want this thing to stare at me. I mean, just look at it. Ugh. Aha, here's another new one. This is Ponyta, one of the original 151, and I guess a rather unremarkable Pokemon. I guess it looks too normal to me. I mean, it's just a horse that's on fire. I feel like they could have, and pardon the pun, but I feel like they could have added a little bit more flair to this thing and gotten away with it quite well. But anyway, we caught it in one shot, which I very much appreciate, considering that these episodes tend to take quite a while to produce. Luckily, we're nearing the end of our mass catching sessions for a while. As a newborn, it can barely stand. However, through galloping, its legs are made tougher and faster. So, pretty much like a real horse. Alright, onwards. Wow, that was quick. Fungus is another Pokemon I want to find on this route, and it's actually relatively rare. I think on later routes that we haven't visited yet, it becomes more common, but, I mean, it's here now, so let's just catch it so we don't have to worry about it later. Darn it, that transition was going to be beautiful. Very nice. Gotcha. Fungus was caught. Add that data to the Pokedex. It lures Pokemon with its pattern that looks just like a Pokeball that releases poison spores. Very interesting. I like how Generation 5 had a lot of Pokemon that were sort of copies of Generation 1 Pokemon, considering in Black and White you couldn't encounter any older Pokemon. And I like that they made Fungus just so different from Voltorb. Really shows the great creativity on that team. Aha, yet another new Pokemon. This is Blitzille. I believe this is the only Pokemon based on a zebra, and I really like it. I don't know what it is, it's just I really like Blitzille. It's an electric type, and it's a zebra. Like, that makes so much sense when you think about it, but I still just love this Pokemon so much. And we caught it. Very nice. Add yet another one to our very rapidly growing roster. Its mane shines when it discharges electricity. They use the frequency and rhythm of these flashes to communicate. Very nice. Send that to box 6. Wow, how long have we been doing box 6? Feels like just the other episode, which it was box 5, and I think it actually was. Yet another new Pokemon. Wow, we're just running into him real quick draw right here. This is Doduo, which I believe you can teach Fly to, even though it is incapable of flying? I actually don't know if you can teach Doduo Fly, but considering when Charizard was introduced you could not teach it Fly, I wouldn't put it past the developers. Almost had it, as usual. There we go, Doduo was caught. Man, we're really flying through this route, although I've probably jinxed it for the rest of this episode. The brains in its two heads appear to communicate emotions to each other with a telepathic power. Huh. I didn't actually know that. I guess you learn something new every day. Anyway, there's only a couple more Pokemon in this normal grass, so let's see if I can find them. Aha, here's one. Minun. As you can probably imagine, Plusle is also in this grass, and they are both decently rare with a 5% encounter rate. So hopefully I'll run into a Plusle next instead of another mine, and otherwise that'll just be some salt in the wound. What is not salt in the wound is the fact that we caught it in one shot, which is very, very awesome. So we're going to add Minon's data to the Pokedex. It cheers on friends. If its friends are losing, its body lets off more and more sparks. That's right, children, let anger lead your life. Alright, let's see if we can locate Plusle. Aha, wow, that was actually pretty quick. Maybe 1 or 2 encounters later, here's Plusle. Now, unfortunately, this is the last Pokemon to be found in the regular grass, and the shaking grass has not graced us with its presence since I last mentioned it, which was quite a while ago. So unfortunately, we might have to grind that one out a little bit, but I'm not too terribly worried about it because I'm pretty happy with 10% odds, which is what we're going to be working with for that. But anyway, let's see if we can catch Plusle. Very nice, we actually got it. So let's add Plusle's data to the Pokedex, put it right next to Minon's. It cheers on friends with pom-poms made of sparks. It drains power from telephone poles. Now, see, if Plusle wasn't a Pokemon, I'm pretty sure that would be a felony. So, take that how you will, I suppose. But anyway, let's see if we can get that shaking grass to appear. Also, worth noting, I've been stopping in the Hidden Grotto intermittently while I've been looking here to see if anything would show up. Unfortunately, I have not had any luck as of yet, but I will keep you apprised of any developments. Wow, that was a lag spike. Jeez, but we finally found it. This is Emolga. Honestly, the lag spike always gives me a little fluttery feeling in my stomach because I know it's something we haven't seen yet during the give and play session. But it also makes me nervous when it lags so hard like that. I don't know what was up with that. That was very weird. One of the faults of playing on an emulator and running a recording software at the exact same time. Oh well. Don't come after me, Nintendo, please. I buy all your stuff. Alright, anyway, let's see if we can catch this Emolga. Nothing's ever easy, is it? Wow, this thing did not want to come quietly. I even had a critical capture fail on this thing. Sheesh. It glides on its outstretched membrane while shocking foes with the electricity stored in the pouches on its cheeks. So basically, this is Black and White's Pikachu. And like Pikachu, it's not the easiest thing to get a hold of, evidently. Let's see, is there anything in the Hidden Grotto now? I've been periodically checking it for the past 20-something minutes and haven't seen a darned thing. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this thing. Anyway, that is the only Shaking Grass Pokemon on this route, thankfully, because that took quite a while. So now, let us carefully make our way over here to the Doubles Grass, because there are 5 Pokemon I want to catch that can be found here. So, onward and upward. Aha, here's something. This is Smeargle, one of the rarer Pokemon in the Doubles Grass, so I'm happy I found it so early on. Smeargle, if you didn't know, is a pretty interesting Pokemon because it learns the move Sketch every 10 levels, and when it uses it, it will permanently copy the last move used against it, which is very interesting, makes it very useful to breed against. The problem is, Sketch has 1 power point, and since I never attacked it, its one use of Sketch failed, which means, as far as I'm aware, this thing will start struggling itself to death. Yeah. So hopefully we can catch this thing, because I would really not want to have it kill itself, considering it only has a 5% encounter rate in here, so I really hope I can catch this thing. Outlook isn't looking good, ah jeez. You know, I feel like today's just not gonna be my day. You know the feeling, right? To be fair, I don't know why I didn't throw a Great Ball there, considering the stakes. Oh well. Darn it. Well, here's something else that we need. This is Farfetched. Hopefully we can actually catch this one, my word. I'm going to be kicking myself for not using the Great Ball there, I can just tell. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, I knew my turns were limited. I'm not sure why I didn't just give it my all. That's just one of my many on-screen derps, although it might be one of my bigger ones. I don't know, I'm sure people will pull something out of the woodwork. Alright, 3 swords dances and several very powerful aerial aces later, we caught Farfetched. Pretty impressive considering this thing's stature in the Pokemon community. It can't live without the stock it holds, that's why it defends the stock from attackers with its life. Which it usually loses, again, given its stature within the Pokemon community. Anyway. Aha, here's another Pokemon that we do not yet have, and oh boy, one of you, I know, really likes this thing. This is Stantler. If anyone wants to give a story in the comments, hint hint, this is the time to do it. Anyway, now that we have Stantler here, we are going to be knocking out Ponyta and probably making the switch on Houndoom over to someone else, just to whittle it down to a single target, because apparently the player in the handheld Pokemon games has incredibly awful aim. Please one-shot this thing. Wow, it actually didn't. I'm legitimately impressed at that. Alright, say what you will about Stantler knocking out a legendary, but it has happened, and I'm realizing that it just dealt itself recoil. That makes me a little bit nervous, considering our Smeargle incident that we just had. Anyway, let's return on Ponyta and do the old switcheroo again, over to Krokorok this time. Man, everyone's getting screen time in this episode. Pretty awesome. Alrighty. Smack that Ponyta with a return. And now, Stantler is free to catch. And honestly, since I have 100 Great Balls on my person, I think I'm probably going to start using them. Mostly because I'm getting impatient. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that's going to make much of a difference. There we go. Maybe it did make a little bit of a difference after all, because that was only like the 4th throw. I'm happy with that. Staring at its antlers creates an odd sensation as if one were being drawn into their centers. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of folktale. I didn't mean to give a nickname. Well, actually, misclicking might actually be a good thing here. Absolutely no one in the audience is going to get the joke except for one of you, and if that one of you would like to explain the story behind this nickname, be my guest, because it's honestly a very funny story. Feel free to ask away in the comments. I'm letting the man himself explain this one. Oh my word, what have I done? Aha, here's something. This is Toros. I don't expect this thing to come easy, although Ash Ketchum caught 30 of this thing with 30 Safari Balls. Yeah, that's what they're called. It's been such a long time since they actually appeared in the games. So yeah, I guess I really can't speak for how difficult this thing is going to be to catch, although it did just use Pursuit on me, which is quite impressive. I'm not sure if I've ever seen the AI successfully pull that off on me before. So, that is quite interesting. Anyway, this should knock out Ponyta in one shot. Yeah, there we go. And that frees up Toros to catch. Now, hopefully this thing won't be too difficult, because I've seen horror stories of people trying to catch this thing, especially when it comes to the Safari Zone, so hopefully we'll get lucky. Or, you know, not. Nice, we got it. As I expected, kind of difficult. I think I threw at least 8 Great Balls at that thing. Once it takes aim at its foe, it makes a headlong charge. It is famous for its violent nature. Yeah, you don't want to mess with this thing. It's terrifying. Oh, I would not want to meet this thing alone. Alright, Smeargle, we meet again. I really hope this doesn't go south like it did last time, because this has the potential to get old really quick, so we're just gonna go for the Great Balls to start out with, just to give us a better chance. Yes, we got it. Whew, I was really nervous there, because those first 2 Great Balls didn't even shake, they just completely broke. It marks its territory by using its tail like a paintbrush. There are more than 5,000 different marks. This is something I find very interesting. Smeargle has been known to leave different patterns all over the place, but no one knows what they mean. If I lived in the Pokemon world, I would find that to be a very fascinating area of study. Oh wow, there it is, the last one. This is Miltank. Now, Miltank sort of has a reputation for giving players an extremely hard time when they first encounter it in Johto-based Pokemon games, but I'll be honest, I never really had too much trouble with this thing. Not sure why, although I have a feeling I'm about to have trouble with it now. Honestly, given its reputation, that still really wasn't that bad. I mean, it knocked out Houndoom, but Rollout was super effective on it anyway. Not too bad. It is said that kids who drink Miltank's milk grow up to become hearty, healthy adults. I wonder if there's been a study on that. Anyway, Miltank is officially the last Pokemon that I wanted to locate on this route. However, I think we might as well check the Hidden Grotto one more time. Don't really have too much faith that there will actually be anything there, but I mean, it's worth a look. Anything to lighten my workload on these things later. Oh wow, there actually is something, a hidden item. It is a tiny mushroom, which I think we can sell to an enthusiast for money later in the game, so not a total loss. Anyway, I think it is high time we headed back to the Pokemon Center for this episode, because as you can see, I've been recording for about 90 minutes now, so that probably explains as much as you need to know about the tedium that these episodes usually command. Luckily though, there's only a couple more of these left, because we're almost completely caught up with our Pokemon list. Ooh, we got a medal. What could this be? It is the Pokerust Discoverer medal? Hold the phone. What? Hold up. What? No way. No way. Who was it? There is no way I just got the Pokerus. That never happens. Getting start and select mixed up again. Hold the phone. Who was it? No way. Who was it? Does it say on this screen, or do I have to actually go in? Hang on. Hold up. No. Wait. Wrong button. Sorry, very, very flustered right now. Hang on. Who is it? Swear if it's Stantler, I will lose my mind. Where is it? I don't even know where the icon shows up. Where is it? I actually don't know where that icon shows up. Where is it? Is it on one of my party Pokemon? I didn't know it could spread that way. Hang on. What the heck? Whoa. Hold up. Where did we pick this up? I don't see it on any of these guys. I wonder if you can pick it up during combat somehow. Guys, we just got the freaking Pokerus. Wow, now, I wasn't even going to explain this because I was not expecting to find this. The thing with the Pokerus is it spreads through combat, but once you cross midnight, it wears off. So I think what we want to do is, wow, we're taking a detour this episode. Wow. Sorry, just really blown away here. Who are we going to... Let's spread it to Stantler. Oh my god, this is amazing. So what you want to do is you want to spread the Pokerus to a Pokemon and store it in the PC, because a Pokemon in the PC will not lose the Pokerus. So, since we don't want to keep any of our main Pokemon in the PC, we need to spread this thing. Let's do that. Holy crap, guys. I was not expecting that whatsoever. I guess that means we can see this text right here. Wow. Just to put this into perspective, I'm pretty sure getting the Pokerus is about 3 times rarer than encountering a shiny Pokemon. And that's not counting the shiny charm buff. Oh, it looks like your Pokemon may be infected with the Pokerus. Little is known about the Pokerus except that it is a microscopic life form that attaches to Pokemon. While infected, Pokemon are said to grow exceptionally well. Yes, anyone familiar with the concept of effort values, Pokerus causes all effort value yields to the Pokemon with the Pokerus, or has had the Pokerus in the past, to double. That stacks with the Macho Brace and all of the power items. Anyone who's familiar with those. So I believe we can spread the Pokerus simply by walking around, and I think we can also spread it through combat. I am absolutely floored that we got the Pokerus. Does Stantler have it yet? No. I think what we might want to do is get into a double battle with this thing. Man, crazy detour this episode. Man, that is fantastically rare. Most people go decades without seeing the Pokerus. Like, seriously, I believe the odds of getting the Pokerus are at least 1 in 16,000. And unlike shininess, there is no way to boost that. And since you can't see the Pokerus on an opponent, it's much less likely that you'll actually catch a Pokemon with the Pokerus. So I guess we must have caught it from something we encountered this episode, because I don't know if I'm just blind, but I did not see it in our box anywhere. Wow, that is insane, guys. I honestly thought we were going to find a shiny Pokemon before we got the Pokerus by a far margin, considering how many wild encounters I have to do for these things. Man, I can't get over that. That is just so fantastically rare. My heart is just pounding right now. This doesn't happen. Like, this does not happen in a Let's Play. You thought shininess didn't happen in a Let's Play? No, this doesn't happen in a Let's Play. Man, I am just gushing right now, and we're holding the shiny charm, so we should have found like 6 shinies by the time we got the freaking Pokerus. Oh my word. Wow, just... I know I'm rambling at this point, but you guys have to understand how rare that is to happen. Man, I am just floored. I'm glad I actually noticed that on camera. If I had noticed it off camera, it probably would have lessened the impact a little bit, but... wow. I really want this to spread to this Stantler right here, because just having this Stantler with that nickname with the Pokerus is too perfect. Wow. I was wondering what we had gotten a medal for, because we hadn't actually... I don't think we'd fulfilled any other conditions, so like... wow, wow, wow. Highlight of the freaking series right there. That's just insane. I don't think even a shiny Pokemon is going to top this, considering just the extreme odds against this happening. Wow. Just... wow. This certainly is something. Yep, Stantler's got the Pokerus. Man, what a day. This makes this 90-minute recording definitely worth it. Now let's just hope it actually takes. I haven't lost a recording yet, period, I think, in the history of this channel, except for that one Minecraft episode, which I was able to actually salvage, but... wow, 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 wow. I am just blown away by that. That is hilarious. You know, I guess what's even worse is I don't think I've gotten the Pokerus legit in an actual copy of Pokemon in ages. I think the only time I've actually gotten the Pokerus was actually, believe it or not, the Snorlax in front of Diglett's Cave in Pokemon Crystal, and that was years and years ago. Wow. Take a good look at that, guys. We found the Pokerus this episode. Oh man, that is crazy. Like, that is absolutely nuts. Wow, I'm gonna be gushing about this for the next 100 episodes or so. Like, this never, ever, ever, ever happens in a Let's Play. It just never does. Wow. So after that absolutely crazy episode of Pokemon Blaze Black 2, in which we caught Solosis, Gothita, Ponyta, Doduo, Blitzille, Natu, Plusle, Minun, Fungus, Emolga, Stantler, Farfetched, Miltank, Toros, Smeargle, and the Pokerus. Next time on Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we are going to be heading out to Route 16 to catch even more Pokemon that we missed. So without further ado, thank you all so much for watching, and oh man, I will see you guys next time.